Hi, my name is Greg Kuliwick, and I'm an educational advocate with Mote. And welcome to this video series where we will be exploring all things feedback, and we will be taking you through an 8-part video masterclass exploring feedback and the role that Mote can play in developing high-quality feedback and a high-quality feedback program in your school. So let's take a look at the full program that you can explore, and each one of these 8 parts will be broken into one small video segment that you can view independently. So in this video masterclass series, we will explore why feedback, types of feedback that can be provided, impactful feedback, any obstacles or challenges you might face, how to create quality feedback, and then we'll shift into the role of audio feedback and the benefits of audio feedback, feedback specifically with Mote across multiple online environments, and then the process of building an effective feedback program. So with that as the outline, let's jump into the first big idea of why feedback. Before we get there, what we believe in at Mote and the quality of audio is we'd like to see a world that types less and talks more. We believe in the quality of audio interaction and the value and tone and intention that can be conveyed when we're using audio, especially to provide feedback in an educational setting. We act fast and friendly, and what do? We allow teachers and students around the world to create voice notes and feedback that can be a highly effective process to complement any high-quality feedback program in your school. So looking at the first part of this 8-part series of why feedback, let's start by defining this, and we're going to jump into a quote by John Hattie. The simplest prescription for improving education must be dollops of feedback. Feedback has to be consistent, it has to be well designed, and we have to provide actionable feedback to support our learners. Let's try to now define feedback from 3 different perspectives. The first one comes from research by Kluger and Denisi. Actions taken by an external agent to provide information regarding some aspect of one's task or performance. That's a helpful definition of feedback. Let's look at definition number 2 by Wiggins. Feedback is information about how we're doing in our efforts to reach a goal. Helpful feedback is goal-referenced, tangible, and transparent. Actionable, user-friendly, meaning it's specific and personalized, and timely, ongoing, and consistent. So that's a lot in that definition, and as we unpack the 8 parts of this video series, we'll develop more comfort with Wiggins' definition and how we can address it in a high-quality feedback system. And the last one by Hattie and Timperley. Provide cues that capture a person's attention and help him or her focus on succeeding with the task. Process is needed to accomplish the task, provide information about ideas that have been misunderstood, and how it can be motivational. So with that as the backdrop, with a clear definition and kind of big picture thinking and targets we'd like to hit around feedback, let's look at 4 big whys around feedback and why it's so important to any learning environment. So why number 1, a goal here would be to shorten the gap between what the learner knows and the work they've done and what they need to know and where the work needs to end up. And I love this language of shortening the gap because it becomes actionable for the learner when we would try to identify where they are, where they need to be, what they know, what they need to know. And then as we explore this video series, we'll get into how to create high quality feedback to help them shorten that gap. Why number 2? Quality feedback helps keep students connected to intended learning outcomes. Now, one of the things we have to do is create a really clear goal or outcome that our feedback can be targeted towards and built towards getting students moving closer to. Without a clear outcome, the feedback will be vague and not really actionable. But if we can have a clear outcome, and we can create quality feedback that keeps them moving towards that goal, then it's a meaningful process for the learner. Why number 3? Feedback can achieve changes in student learning so that the student learning and performance meet the identified goal. So this is probably the most foundational reason behind any feedback program, is to help that student get closer to that learning target. And the last one, why number 4, is quality feedback becomes actionable and allows students to build on their own learning. So again, as we explore deeper into this 8-part video series, we're really going to unpack and explore what does quality feedback look like and how do we structure our feedback so it can be actionable and students can reasonably move closer to that goal. So thanks for watching the first part in this 8-part video series, this masterclass on feedback brought to you by Mote. And you're more than welcome to keep exploring and check out part 2 of this video series by clicking the link above.